Oke ya, tes dulu, tes. Gue lupa nyalain mikrofonnya. Oke. Oke, sebelum itu gue pengen ini dulu ya, sabar. Gue pengen ini dulu. Sabar dulu ya. Oke. Oke, mantap ya. Oke, kita sekarang mau masuk ke game Genshin Impact ya, dan kita lanjutin gamenya ya. Waduh, ini kenapa ini gue 45 ya? Sabar ya, kita perbaiki dulu sebelum kita ini. Internet gue kali ya bisa jadi, sabar. Gue plus ini gue, sebentar. Baik dulu, sabar ya, sabar. Oke, kita ini dulu, sabar. Sabar ya, gue ini dulu. Oke, kita kembali lagi dan saya sudah ini ya. Moga-moga nggak nge-lag lagi apa-apa. Memorinya sudah turun semua. Oke, jadi 43% ya. Oke, nggak panas lagi ya. Oke, sekarang kita masuk ke gamenya ya. Kita nyanyi dulu ini ya. Oke, mantap ya. Let's go, kita akan mulai saja. Kita masuk ke gamenya ya. Let's go. Baca grafik dan oke, agak nge-lag dikit dan kita ambil ini dulu ya. Oke, mantap. Kita ambil dulu sebentar. Oke, mantap ya. Coba sekarang kita pergi ke ini ya. Ke port ORMOS. Let's go. Oke, kita sudah berada di sini. Oke, kita... Wow, hampir aja. Oke, kita akan mulai. 3, 2, 1, mulai. Dan selamat malam kepada kita semua. Kembali lagi ke channel JBerapiSlayer. Dan sini gua akan melanjutkan game yaitu Genshin Impact. Yang chapter 3 masih act pertama dan ini sekarang part yang ketiga ya. Di episode kemarin kan kita sudah jalan-jalan ke Sumeru City ya, dan kita sudah bertemu dengan karakter baru yaitu Nilo dan Dehya ya. Nggak salah ya, Dehya atau Nilo. Dan kita juga bertemu dengan Dunya Zard, itu sebagai anak perempuannya ya, yang itu dia bisa bersama orang tuanya. Dan kita sekarang berada di Port ORMOS, dan gue nggak tahu ngapain kita pergi ke Port ORMOS. Katanya di questnya ini, katanya kita harus menemukan bahwa barang ini hilang dari akademianya, ada hubungannya dengan para dewa. Nah, jadi kita sama Paimon terus bergerak dan tujuanmu adalah pelabuhan ORMOS. Ini ya tempatnya, pergi ke Port ORMOS. Kita mencari barang yang hilang. Dan di episode kemarin kita sudah menyelesaikan world quest-nya yang ini ya, kebun bibit di dalam mimpi, di dunia Aranara ya, yang act pertama. Nah, ini bagian pertama, ini sekarang bagian kedua. Tapi menurut gua nanti saja ya, kita selesaiin dulu yang ini dulu, yang Archon Quest Archon ya, baru kita selesaiin world dunia ya. Oke, dan sebelum saya memulaikan gameplaynya teman-teman, jangan lupa kalian like, comment, dan subscribe. Dan jangan lupa kalian tolong donasi yang ada di deskripsi saya ya. Saweria atau Sociabuzz itu tergantung dengan kalian. Dan target pemulanya itu cuma 10.000 aja sebagai pemula ya. Kalau kalian mau send silakan aja, kalau nggak mau nggak apa-apa ya. Oke, kita langsung mulai saja. Jangan ngomong banyak basa-basi, kita langsung mulai saja. Let's go! Let's go, kita akan mulai. Kita akan ikutin target dan kita harus selesai ya. Dan by the way, Primo Gems gua ini ada berapa ya? 4.214. Mantap lah. Jadi gua harus hemat dan gua harus selesaiin dulu nih World Quest sama Archon Quest-nya harus selesai ya. Kalau Archon Quest-nya udah selesai sama World Quest udah selesai, mari kita wish. Moga-moga gue dapat Tignari. Zhongli ya belakangan saja ya. Nah, kita sepertinya kesini dulu ya. Nah, sabar, saya dengerin dulu, oke. Mantap. Oke, hampir aja. Kau belum pernah deh jelajahi tempat ini deh. Nah, ini dia. Wow, sepertinya di Port ORMOS ini kayak desa ya. Nah iya coy. Buset, ini besar banget coy tempat cangkirnya coy. Ada tempat teleport di sini. Kita aktifkan dulu teleportnya. Kita aktifkan ya. Mantap. Kita sudah aktif. Oke, sekarang kemana kita? Gua salah pencet. Oh ya, nggak apa-apa sekalian. Sekarang kita upgrade weaponnya punya Shogun ini, the catch ya. Oke, pas banget. Let's go. Nah, sudah level 70 ya. Wah, cepat banget coy. Dan eventnya masih rank 3. Berarti 2 rank lagi ya. 2 rank lagi supaya ya 5 rank 5. Oke, gua pakai ini aja. Udah bagus lah pakai ini. Dan base attack-nya dari ini bagus. Attack-nya 1042, defense-nya 1068, dan SP-nya 23 ribuan. Oke, artifact saya sudah upgrade juga ya. Oke, yang sisanya tadi buatnya si Venti saja ya. Venti yang ini. Oke, gue buat Venti aja. Oke, dikit itu. Thank you. Dan goodbye. Oke. Sekarang kita ke sana ya. Lanjutin story-nya. Let's go. Oh, ini dia. Kita ke sini ya. Oke, sepertinya Paimon sama Lumin ke sini.
Come and have a good look yourself.
Ini si Rama.
Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after
Furia,
my
ini namanya
business.
Furia.
Believe me, I'm not making this
Giant.
up.
Namanya kocak-kocak banget dari di sini di Port ORMOS ini ya.
Conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that?
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds.
Gak rame juga tempat ini.
Let's get our bearings so we can start looking
Oke.
for leads.
BTW kita harus cari ini yang barang yang tadi.
Academia lost is related to the gods.
Ya, kita masih
Other than that,
bercerita tentang Lord Lesser Kusanali ya, atau Raja Dev Rukda Hefeta ya namanya. Gue lupa namanya. Tapi anyway, kita akan cari-cari barang yang hilang itu ya.
And the academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Oke, kita pikirin dulu ya sebelum buat sesuatu. Ayo kita pikir dulu sebelum mulai menyelidiki. Ini dulu ya, kita pencet.
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Oke, kita ngomong-ngomong dulu ke orang-orang yang di pasar ini ya. Saya pedagang, oke. Wow, ini tempat jual karpet. Ini masalah kayak jualan di film Aladdin deh. Iya, sama cari kayak Aladdin. Wah, dan ini miskin ya, dia nggak. Oh enggak, dia cuman musik ya supaya ada duit murah yang ini. Oke. Kita ngomong ini. Wah, ada namanya Arya. Cewek namanya Arya. Ini Elham, penjahit ya. Oh ya. Kita ngomong ke dia.
Welcome. How can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos.
Oh, banyak murid dari kota Sumeru pergi ke sini ya.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia.
Oh, sama di tempat akademinya ini ya, susah sekali ya.
Studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free
Emang iya, Pelabuhan Ormos ini terkenal lebih santai. Iya sih, lebih santai. Lebih santai yang di Sumeru ini ya, Pelabuhan Ormos daripada di Inazuma. Inazuma nggak santai deh. Itu siapa tuh? Oh, itu studennya. Itu para studennya ya. Mereka terlihat sekali atau mereka terlihat khawatir. Satu yang lagi diri doang, satu lagi yang tutup mata ya. Coba.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago.
Oh.
If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Oh enggak deh, ada 3 orang, gue kan 2 doang. Gue cuma lihat 2 tadi. Ternyata ada 3 ya. Oke, jadi kita harus dari jarak jauh ya, kita ini dengar. Oke, kita sini.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful.
Oh, itu seragamnya dari akademia ya, seragamnya. Main bagus juga.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Aramite factions in Port Ormos.
Mereka masih muda-muda ya. Satu yang pakai kacamata, satu yang kurus, satu yang gemuk.
Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King.
Mereka masih pakai Akasha ya.
I've even heard that the
Akasha ini VR-nya
starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Ahmar.
Ein El Ahmar.
I heard that the
Al
thing
Ahmar itu dari
might be in their possession
agama
at the
Islam ya,
moment.
setahu gua yang Al Ahmar ini.
Come again?
Dari
Don't you
histori
see?
Islam.
Many of the
Setahu gua
Aramites
ya,
in Port
setahu gua.
Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Aramites are after. As long as they know you're
Gua sambil dengar sambil buka sosial media ya, siapa tahu ada apa-apa.
I've heard that Ein Al Hakmar likes to
Wah,
set up
lamanya
shop
gua
at the
depan
Jafar Tavern.
PC gua terus.
Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000?
Wait,
If
what?
information
Dia
alone
punya
costs
setengah
that much,
jutaan.
how could we ever
Setengah
afford
juta
to
coy,
buy
ngoranya
what we're looking
buset.
for?
Banyak sekali.
I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Yang dicuri dari Akademia juga berhubungan dengan pengetahuan. Atau benar memang mencurigakan. Ini aja ya.
So, what's your plan?
Ayo kita coba bicara dengan salah satu Eremite. Kita pergi ke Dejava Tavern aja ya. Gini aja nih. Kita akan pergi.
Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora. Have you lost your mind?
Aku tidak akan biarkan mereka begitu saja kalau ternyata mereka menipu kita.
Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Ayo, kita coba ya. Kita sekarang ke ini ya, Dejava. Coba gue pengen ngomong ke mereka ya. Coba.
500,000? That's a lot of mora.
Do you really think that Ain El Akmar group can give us reliable info about what we're after?
Itu mereka apa sih ada simbol-simbolnya tuh, coba. Ini satu kayak bunga merah, ini hijau. Ah, sih. Sekarang kita ke Dejava Tavern ya. Oh, di depan situ ya. Kita teleport aja ya. Teleport aja, lebih cepat lebih ini. Nah, sepertinya kita turun saja lihat sini. Wow. Tempat ini ya lumayan bagus sih. Oh, ini kali ya sini. Oh, bukan, di bawahnya lagi, di bawahnya lagi. Oke, itu dia. Di situ. Kita turun. Kita ke sana ya. Oke, kita sudah berada di sini.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's
Ah.
find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Itu kali ya, di sini. Oke. Kamu duduk dan menunggu beberapa saat.
Oh, you've arrived.
Oh, ini
Please
kali
take
ya.
a seat.
So, they think
Tarik
that they
ini
can go
namanya.
toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
Nah, mereka punya bosnya ya. Oh, berarti ini grup Alma ya ternyata.
They've also amassed a significant amount of mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King. So they're probably the
Tentang
ones we're
Scarlet
looking
King.
for.
Siapa Scarlet King ini ya?
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when
Greater
the
Lord
Scarlet
Ruka
King
Devata.
exacts vengeance
Oh,
on
dia
Sumeru,
pengkhianat
and all of them
dalam
shall be punished.
tempat mereka. Greater Lord Ruka Devata, pengkhianat.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Oke. Mereka masih di belakang, cari informasi dari Eremite. Jadi kita ngomong sama Tarik ya.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
Aku hanya seorang pengembara.
A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
Oke, aku murid dari Akademia.
Student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
Aku mau tahu lebih banyak tentang benda itu.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Berikan 50 mora atau 500 mora. 50 mora aja.
Huh? What is this? Some kind of joke?
Oh, sorry. She must have grabbed
Gue pengen hemat, tapi yaudahlah kita ambil
What do you
500.
think you're doing?
Alright. Buset dah. Kita kasih $50,000.
Paimon can't stand
50,000 mora.
much more ago. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Oke, thank you Tarik. Aku punya satu pertanyaan lagi, apa?
That's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info.
Oke, thank you
See,
Tarik.
members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King.
Oh, pengikut setia dari
Years ago,
Scarlet
the Scarlet
King.
King founded the great desert
BTW
nation
gue
that was our
pengen ketemu
homeland.
deh sama Scarlet King
It was
kayak
an
gimana ya,
advanced
Scarlet
civilization,
King.
far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, yes.
Greater
That
Lord
shameless wretch
Rukkhadevata itu
destroyed the
pengkhianat.
Scarlet King's
Wow.
civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies.
Gue bingung
she
jadinya nih.
conspired with the academia to cover up the
Gue
truth
bingung
of her actions
sebenarnya yang jahat
and create
siapa
the
sih?
merciful and
Orang-orang
benevolent
Semeru ini
facade
atau
for which she is
mereka
now
dah?
known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice
What?
of the Oracle
Oh,
has
Scarlet
been
King udah
heard in the
mati.
desert, prophesying
Dia
his
udah
resurrection.
sudah di gurun pasir.
Mark my words, our God shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true God will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King.
Scarlet King sudah mau kembali. Boleh cerita lebih banyak tentang si ramalan itu? Ini aja ya.
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just
Okay.
yet. This man is a fraud.
Oh, siapa nih? Al-Hataim?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes.
Oh,
it's me again. I already
Al-Haitam.
warned you that if you weren't willing to sit
Al-Haitam
and discuss
namanya,
things with me,
Al-Haitam.
I'd take measures to make things
Karakter baru lagi
uncomfortable for
guys,
you.
karakter baru.
Listen to me.
Mantap.
That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory.
Wah, kita kena tipu
Once
guys.
you show up,
Walaupun
they keep
kita
up
sudah
the
bayar
act until they
500.000
have
mora,
evidence that
kita
you
kena
want to
tipu.
purchase said item. Then
Ya
they use
ampun,
that
kita
to
lawan
squeeze
aja
you
lah.
for
Kita
all the
kembaliin
more
duit kita
you're
nih.
worth.
Hey, shut it, Al-Haytham. What are you playing at, trying to ruin
Al-Haytham.
our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone.
Apa hubungannya bosnya mereka ini bersama Al-Haitam ya?
I
Apa
suggest
hubungannya
you
ya?
tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Oke, udah makin marah si Tarik ini.
Have I ever failed to follow
Makin
through on
marah.
my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Buset, langsung dah ngomong
Okay,
guys.
then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so
So,
fast.
wow,
First, you return the 500,000 more.
wow
to them.
dikembaliin coy Van Moranya. Oh, dikembalin coy, seriusan tuh dikembalin. Mantap, thank you Alhatain.
Please, I beg you,
Dikembaliin
don't
coy.
provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Oh, jahat banget mereka ini
Mr.
ya.
Ryman,
Berarti
there
grup
appears to be
Alhakamar
fewer
ini
staff
jahat
in the
banget ya.
restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really
Oh,
can't
dia punya
afford to get
vision.
so
Dendro juga
frustrated
ya
the
di
instant
visionnya
someone
tuh.
confronts them about
Di
it.
lengannya tuh, gue lihat.
Consider the meal compensation for our
Di
silence.
tangannya tuh.
I'd say you're getting
Lengannya
an
nih,
excellent
lengan
deal.
bagian atas.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Amorites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
Oke, sekarang kita nyusul ke Alhatain ya. Namanya ya?
He went that way, after him.
Alhaitam ya. Oke, kemana dia? Oh, ke sini ya. Mantap. Alhaitam namanya ya. Oke.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
Alhaitam namanya.
What do you want?
Terima kasih atas bantuanmu tadi ya.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Tunggu dulu.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Oh, benda yang tadi itu ya.
Who are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
Aku murid dari akademia.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Mungkin kita bisa buat kesepakatan juga.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Gue gak punya vision tapi punya elemental.
Elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we can
Elemental coy, dia punya elemental yang sakit coy. Ain al kahma coy.
Like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
Oke, kita bertemu dengan si Al-Haytham di dermaga ya.
Happy to give us this merchant's information. Does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile.
Wow.
Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
Oh, jadi kita nggak boleh berulang-ulang lagi ya dalam informasinya. Jadi kita langsung ceritain aja.
But some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
Sepertinya sejenis pengetahuan ya.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information.
Jadi kita sudah hampir semuanya, tapi kita masih belum tahu memahaminya ya dalam bendanya.
Is what you've been looking for.
Wow, apaan tuh?
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
Ornamennya tuh.
Is a knowledge capsule.
Knowledge capsule atau transfernya kapsul pengetahuan.
Quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha.
Miniature
Anyone
Akasha.
who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Siapapun.
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
Oh, berarti Akasha ini punya bisa apapun, tapi mereka punya syarat. Sedangkan kapsul pengetahuan ini atau knowledge capsule
Unfortunately,
Dia
it's illegal in
tanpa
Sumeria
syarat,
to
dia
privately
bisa pakai
possess or trade
apapun
them.
aja ya.
They
Bisa
were
pakai
created as a
scanning
means for
set.
scholars to transfer
Jago banget
knowledge
coy
gained
berarti ini.
from Ermin's
Bagus
soul
banget.
into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use.
Dihancurkan coy,
But despite
walaupun
strict
kita sudah
regulations,
gunakan kita
some of these
hancurin coy.
knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all,
Knowledge capsule harus dihancurkan coy. Takutnya semua penjahat akan diambil benda ini dan menggunakan dengan kejahatan ya.
Over the past century,
Jadi kita
a
hancurin
wide
ini.
variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites.
Wow,
Meanwhile,
really?
those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
Baru ini aku dengar akademinya kehilangan sesuatu sebenarnya jenis kapsul pengetahuan. Ini aja ya.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
Aku mau tahu lebih banyak tentang barang itu.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Apa yang harus kulakukan?
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Oke, jadi kita nggak boleh bicara di tempat banyak orang ya, kita harus tempat sepi. Berarti ikutin aja ya. Oh di sana. Wow, wait a minute, ada chest. Mantap, ada chest itu, gue lihat. Nah, gini dong. Ada chest, 10 primo gems, mantap. Oke, di sini ya. Wait a minute, apa nih? Oh, iron chunk doang.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
Bantu apa?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a
Oh,
traveling
bernama
merchant.
Dory. Lama kita finding Dory deh langsung.
Inferior knowledge capsules. She often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the academia because most of her wares don't comply with academia regulations.
Oh, okay.
I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
Oke, jadi si LHTM ini cuma mengasihkan alamat sama kodenya ya. Caranya cuma improvisasi doang sendiri kita.
And a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Iya, sering banget coy menggunakan elemental sight coy.
Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Pine.
Iya sama coy. Coba kita pakai elemental sight ya.
Them with elemental sight.
Oke. Oh, yang kiri nih. Yang kiri.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Ya. Yang sebelah kiri lebih terang ya. Ini aja.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Ermin's soul.
Yang sebelah kiri berarti yang aslinya tuh. Yang kanan palsu kali.
The richer it is in dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any
Oke,
mora
jadi kita
left
nggak boleh
over,
habisin
just
mora
keep
ya,
it.
jadi harus ada sisanya. Oke, thank you Ahatai.
Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos
Wow,
lately.
banyak sekali matra yang ada di
Your efforts
pelabuhan
will
Ormos
be
ini,
for
jadi kita
naught
harus
if they catch you.
waspada ya. Hati-hati.
Matra?
Matra? Lu nggak tahu itu Matra itu apa? Matra itu apa?
They belong to the
Oh,
Academia's
mereka
regulatory
adalah badan
body.
pengawas akademia
They
ya.
also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
Aku akan membantumu cari Dory.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Oke, sekarang kita bantu si Ahatai ya untuk membantu Dory ya.
Al Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos.
Oke,
Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
lebih rendah. Oh itu kali ya, coba kita lihat dulu. Yang Mora tadi dikasih sama si Ahatai itu berapa? Oke, nggak dikasih tahu apa-apa ya. Ini apa nih? Coba kita baca dulu. Beli hara fruits yang sama sekali manis. Memberitahu kenapa. Oke. Rasa tikus, tamu, restoran 3 matra. 3 untuk tikus, barang terjual. Buset, tamu heboh berarti makan hara fruit yang bikin pusing misi malam. Oke, coba ya. Itu kali ya. Coba ya. Oh, namanya Latish. Oke, hai Latish.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Ya ampun. Ya masih belum.
What a unique palette. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Oke.
These two
Rona.
want to buy unripe hara fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You too. Please follow me.
Oke, kita ikutin mereka ya.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No. Look again. We're obviously wearing mourning
Coba
clothes.
kita dekat-dekat aja ya.
My
Jalan
mistake.
aja.
I do apologize.
Nanti kalau udah jauh kita run aja ya. Lari. Sabar.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Apa head? Di mana sih? Nah, di sini aja ya. Oh, ini kali ya.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may
Oh,
not
ada
have
kepercayaan
sufficient stock
hatinya
for
itu
you
guys tuh.
today.
Kepercayaan hatinya.
Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Ya, sayang sekali ya.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
Ah, come on, man.
I'm sorry, but as things currently stand, we won't be
Salah
able to
tuh.
fulfill your order. Why don't you
Aduh.
two think things over?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al Haytham gave us.
Wah, gua bodoh baca. Kita lihat dulu. Kita baca dulu ya. Yang HTM kita dikasih. Oke, tamunya hebat berarti makan hara fruit yang bikin pusing sampai mimisan. Kalau tamunya berwawasan berarti makan hara fruit yang bikin kena sengatan panas. Oke. Di gondol tikus barang terjual. Buset, ini banyak sekali coy arti-artinya coy. Gue bingung arti-artinya ini. Mendingan gue foto dulu ya, foto. Gue pengen foto dulu, screenshot. Supaya gue tahu. Oke. Supaya gue tahu coy, gue nggak ngerti coy masalah ini kode-kodenya ya. Coba kita ulang lagi dan kita ngomong sama Raunak lagi ya. Kita ngomong lagi ke Raunak. Kita ikutin lagi dan gue ada foto tadi.
I need to confirm a few
Okay.
things.
Blah, blah, blah,
Please
blah, blah.
forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock
Okay.
for you today. Earlier, many of
Hara
our
fruit.
hara fruits were taken by
Hara
mice.
fruit, oke. Ya, sayang sekali ya. Berarti mini sekalian lancar ya.
Thanks. If better goods come in,
Okay.
you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Bikin pusing. Coba, kulihat dulu bikin pusing itu apa ya? Tamunya hebat. Tamunya hebat. Berarti aku mencari sesuatu yang bisa bikin pusing. Sabar. Bikin pusing, bikin pusing. Waduh, ini susah. Sabar, sabar. Sabar, ini agak susah nih. Oke, katanya kan tamunya hebat kan katanya tadi. Nah, coba makan buah yang bisa bikin pusing. Setahu gue belinya yang ini aja deh. Aku memang mencari sesuatu yang bisa bikin pusing kuping. Lebih baik bikin aja ya, ini aja. Lebih baik sesuatu yang bisa bikin sakit panas. Salah.
No, that's not it.
Come on!
The paper said
Salah
that
lagi.
heatstroke is the answer.
Salah.
He's
Ulang.
cautious of us.
Come on. Ulang. Jadi kita hafalin lagi yang tadi. Sabar. Kita ulang lagi ya. Oke, kita ulang lagi
Before
sampai
I
ke
retrieve
sini.
your please forgive me, but we may not have
Okay,
sufficient
okay,
stock
kita
for
tahu.
you today. Earlier,
Sama
many of
kita
our
hafalin tadi ya,
hara
kita
fruits were
sudah
taken by
hafalin.
mice.
Berarti bisnis kalian lancar ya.
You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Ini berarti enggak ya, nggak cocok ini yang nih atas ini ya.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Oke.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City
Oke, ini terakhir
or
ini.
Port ORMOS style?
Kalian mau hara fruitnya dibungkus dengan gaya kota Semeru atau gaya pelabuhan Ormos? Oke, coba lihat dulu. Bakal terjual, coba. Oh, ini dia, ala kota Semeru, beli dalam jumlah sedikit atau beli dalam jumlah banyak. Setahu gua kalau mereka ini gaya pelabuhan Ormos aja ya.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products
Mantap.
beautifully.
Benar.
Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
Mantra? Mana mantra?
The mantra? Where? Oh, Hatham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
Oh, tuh dia ke atas coy. Mana mantranya coy? Ya ampun, udah capek-capek, udah kabur coy dia.
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Oke. Di tinggi ya di sini.
He ran that way.
Oh, itu dia. Mana sih mereka? Dia mana? Lebih tinggi. Katanya lebih tinggi ya, coba. Kita ke atas, lebih tinggi katanya. Oh, itu dia.
Look, he's over there.
Oke, kita terus saja. Wah, jauh banget coy. Wah, jangan-jangan nih si Raunak ini pengkhianat lagi. Yaudah, kita ke sini ya. Oke. Wah, apaan ini? Di depan ini lagi. Coba.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbalan tiger, come this way.
Where's Bulan Tiger?
Password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right.
Coba ke sini ya.
Here, over here.
Oh.
You can stop running now.
Oh, itu si Dory. Oh, Dory-nya cewek ternyata. Anak kecil lagi.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
Ya, aman banget di sini coy.
These
Oh,
two
si
good
Raunak.
customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else...
Oh, dia
I'll
penjual
just
hara
excuse
fruitnya.
myself.
I see.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Oh, dia visionnya, elementalnya elektro ya dia. Dia masih gadis coy, kecil.
You're Dory? I'm unsure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Enggak serem, biasa aja coy menurut gua.
Hey, what are you trying to say say, Princess Pea-Brain. I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe
Ya,
you
hampir sama
me.
kayak Cici deh.
If you don't
Hampir
want what
sama.
you say, then you can forget about doing any business.
Oh,
But
tapi
it
dia
seems you two have
dia
actually done pretty
apa
well
sih
so
masih
far.
fokus dengan bisnisnya ya,
Not only did you
penjual
manage
hara
to
fruit.
find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Yap.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay.
So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please knock yourself out.
Okay,
As long as you have
Dory.
lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Apa kami boleh lihat barang-barangmu?
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila! Wow, she has a
Wow,
trove of canned
banyak sekali.
knowledge.
Knowledge kapsulnya atau kapsul pengetahuan ya, banyak sekali, coy.
Petra caught her with all this.
Oh, jadi kita harus pakai elemental site-nya ya, supaya kita tahu mana yang aslinya. Kalau itu kalau banyak itu banyak palsu tuh takutnya. Coba kita pakai elemental site.
However, offer some suggestions. Take this one for example, an analysis of the sociological ideology and
Buset, 350.000 Mora.
Only 3 people
Sebuah langkah,
in
coy.
all of Tevat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Mahal banget, coy.
Who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Tevat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation. Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
Kita cari yang benar-benar ya. Jangan 2 juta Mora, buset. Tidak ada diskon. Dalam hati gua. Tidak ada diskon. Mahal banget, coy, 2 juta Mora.
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one.
Oke, kita berarti pakai elemental site ya.
Let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
Oke, pakai elemental site. Wow, ada 3. Aku mau beli yang ini. Dan yang ini. Dan yang ini juga.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders and quite the eye for
Ada 3 doang, berarti 3 yang palsu, 3 yang asli ya. Kamu memilih berbagai jenis kapsul pengetahuan.
We'll take these, please and thank you. My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more and more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million.
Buset, seharga 1 juta Mora. 1 miliar Mora.
Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million.
Mohon tahan diri ya.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million Mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal?
No, habisin duit, coy.
All this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Al-Haytham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
Kayaknya yang penasaran itu kamu deh. Kamu cuma mau lihat aku cuma pakai kan? Kamu cuma mau lihat aku coba pakai kan? Nah aja nih.
Come on, come on. We still have around around 100,000.
Aduh, jangan habisin Mora coy. Sisain lah, kata si Altai. Katanya sisain.
By finding something useful for you. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 Mora.
I don't care. Buset.
Select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Waduh. Ada lagi dia banyak sekali sih. Capsule knowledge-nya buset banyak sekali dia.
Why can't we choose the ones from over there? Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time. Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
Oke, biar aku coba. Oke, kita coba dulu ya pakai Elemental Sight. Sip. Palsu semua. Palsu.
So, what did you see?
Terangnya mirip-mirip semua.
So, they're all worth about the same amount?
Yep. Palsu semua. Aduh.
Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumerian
tradisional, teknik menanam rempah,
the art of growing spices,
ringkasan tentang simbol kuno,
runes. Oh, how about this one?
teknik bertarung pedang satu tangan, jilid 9. Nggak tahu itu berapa tadi, 8 kali ya.
At least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
Yang penting Paimon senang deh.
Dory, we'll take this one.
Habis deh Mora gua.
Alright, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back in soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your Mora to Dory and doors will open.
Bantuannya, dukungannya maksudnya dukungannya.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with all his
5 star.
Hopefully now he'll finally
Thank you, Dory.
the Academia lost.
Oke, kita ngomong dulu ke Dory. Sepertinya Dory ini mata duitan ya, mata duitan sama Mora. Ternyata dia mata duitan. Oke lah.
Please come back anytime you need something.
Oke Dory, lama-lama gue panggil Nemo sekalian kesini. Kan namanya Dory, gue panggil Nemo sekalian. Oh, ada lift. Mantap. Wih, turun dia. Gue tau ada lift, keren juga ya tempat ini. Kita turun. Oke. Oke, thank you. Oh, di sini ya. Oke. Thank you Anda. Thank you ya. Sudah subscribe, thank you. Oh, itu ya si Altai di sini.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces,
Oh, ini
you
kalau
were
kamar di
successful.
sini.
Whoa.
Mana dulu
There's so
ada
many
penjaga.
people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakala Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I
Ayo,
came to Port
Anda
Ormos under the
teman-teman
pretense of
kamu
conducting official
dari channel lain
business.
atau mau like-an teman-teman tuh nonton
Relax.
supaya ada
No one
kemajuan
here
ya.
is interested in
Supaya kalian
anything
tahu
I say,
gimana jalan
and
ceritanya
I'm not
Genshin
sure won't
Impact
come
ini.
here.
Oke.
Okay, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Sebenarnya Dory ini anak mata duitan ya. Dia selalu suka sama Mora.
Okay, we did what you asked.
Tapi kita udah punya beberapa kapsul pengetahuan ya. Tapi gue gak tahu apa aja mereka beli yang bagian mana.
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer.
Kami sedang mencari cara untuk bertemu dengan Arkan Dendro.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important.
Lord Lesser Kusanali ya namanya. Gue masih ingat, tapi yang raja itu gue selalu lupa ya. Raja
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Oh, kalau kita menggunakan kapsul pengetahuannya akan berguna ya.
Hey, if we find it, do you think we could could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or even how to find your brother?
I don't know.
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Oke, jadi kamu juga sedang mencari barang itu ya?
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an
Oh, ini
extremely
simbol-simbol
precious item.
di Sumeru ya, terus simbol-simbolnya keren juga ya simbolnya. Bagus simbol ini daripada Inazuma
Several
sama
brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of
Monster
late,
masih bagus sih,
but there
Monster.
is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to
mereka
this
percaya
world when
bahwa
they obtain it.
alat
They
itu udah
refuse
ada
to let
kuasa
anyone
Scarlet
from the
King-nya di
academia
dalam
tarnish
pengetahuan
their
ini ya.
baby's soul.
Kapsul pengetahuan. Sih, makanya mereka mau
Because they refuse to cooperate with you?
mencuri benda ini ya.
Yes.
Tapi mereka nggak bisa.
Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy.
Oh,
but its
jadi,
members
tapi
are
mereka nggak
determined to
nggak
get that
kaya
capsule
dan
by
mereka
any means
mereka
necessary.
bersikap keras ya.
To that end, they resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to
Oh, pantesan
amass
mereka
sufficient
tadi mau
funds.
mencuri mora kita, 500.000 mora, gile.
Their business to
Tapi
force
mereka
them to
menipu
negotiate
coy,
with
mereka
me.
sengaja beli itu supaya mereka
Divine
membeli
knowledge
kapsul
capsule should be
pengetahuannya.
held for a secret auction within the next
Knowledge
few
capsule.
days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the mantra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
What?
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again.
Buset, kita harus
If
tunggu 2
I get the
hari lagi coy
opportunity to
untuk
study the divine
belajar,
knowledge
untuk
capsule,
ngasih
I will relay
apa
my
tuh
findings
untuk
to you.
mencari informasinya
Will that
dari
suffice as
Dory ya.
compensation?
Untuk bertemu lagi kita berarti. Itu dia yang aku inginkan.
Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Kita harus bertemu dalam 2 hari coy.
Before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule?
Oh, kita diajarin tuh cara
I
pakainya.
can teach you. Doing
Mantap.
so right under the academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Oh, kita harus keluar dari kota ya, supaya nggak terlalu bahaya di sini. Oke, di mana? 265 meter. Kita lihat dulu di mana. Oh, sebelah sini ya. Kita nyebrang terlalu jauh. Yaudah, kita jalan aja lah, nggak apa-apa. Let's go. Oke, buntu. Di sini ternyata. Lupa. Kita jalan aja. Oke. Main jauh juga. Kita jalan aja. Let's go. Kita nggak ada alat kendaraan. Di masalah kita jalan kaki, coy. BTW nggak ada boat kah di sini? Nah, timnya tadi gue liat nggak ada boat deh. Buat apa sih tadi? Gue nggak tahu namanya apa sih. Boat lah intinya. Perahu. Lompat. Di situ ya. Kita mengaktifkannya. Look at this place, everyone. Look at this place. It's paradise, man. Oke, kita sudah jauh ya nih. Di sini ya. Oh, di belakang semak-semak ya. Di belakang bush ini.
Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Nih.
Sword fighting techniques 8. Huh. a combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days.
Oh,
since most have
jadi
been
pedang
taken
satu
by the
tangan jilid
Airlights to
8 ini
augment their
sangat
battle
langka ya, sangat
capabilities.
rare.
Really? Yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters.
Okay.
There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry, I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Hey, them! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top
Oke,
grades
si
in
Otam ini
everything.
pinter banget ya dalam knowledge.
Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
Aku juga mau tahu.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Oke. Oke, ini kita lawan fungus ya. Oke, let's go. Ada fungus yang ice. Baru itu. Oke, mati. Wah. Sini lo fungus. Oke, ini yang Pyro bersama yang Zendro juga.
Take your true form. Propagate.
Lawan fungus ini gampang banget ya, fungus. Mereka hanya gampang, coy. Mana satu lagi? Oh, itu dia. Makan ini. Oke. Itu ya.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Oke, jadi kita aktifkan kapsul pengetahuan ya. Activate. Oke. Oke, kita pakai ini ya, yang kita sini. Sip. Wow. Seakan-akan aku bisa melihat banyak sekali orang bertarung menggunakan pedang, lalu tiba-tiba hilang begitu saja dalam ingatan. Tiba-tiba langsung masuk ke dalam otak kita ya pikirannya. Keren.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Aku merasakan sesuatu untuk sesaat. Ini aja ya.
You mean that it worked?
Yap, it
All
worked.
right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Oke. Sip. Let's go.
There is no escape.
Mampus jadi gosong mereka. Ayo apa yo, ayo. Udah mati mereka. Ada lagi musuh. Oke, makan itu.
Illusion shattered.
Makan lagi. Sini loh. Boom. Boom, meledak. Oke. Apa lagi? Hot time. Ada berapa ronde lagi nih?
I'll start recording data again.
Oh, hey, them. How's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability. During the second fight, her overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much?
0,73%.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Wikala Funduk.
Oh, si Altaim ini kembali lagi ke Wikala Funduk. Itu di mana lagi ya tuh?
Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Oke lah, thank you Altaim. Altaim ya. Jadi kita tunggu sampai jam 7 pagi. Oke lah. Kita tunggu, berarti kita sekarang pergi ke... Di mana ya tapi letaknya? Kita kesini aja ya dulu. Kita kesini. Kita telepon aja dulu, kita tunggu aja di situ ya. Siapa tahu kita ini ya, ketemu sama Altaim sama Dory. Tapi sebelum itu gue dapat achievement ya, 2 lagi. Thank you. Tadi lagi 400 ya, ini 6 lagi kita. Dan BTW primo gems kita berapa? 4239, masih kurang ya, sampai 5000 kita ya. Supaya kita lebih 5 kali. 50, oke? Dan kita sekarang nunggu si bersama Altaim di sini ya, jam 7 pagi. Oke lah, kita tunggu jam 7 pagi ya. Kita jam 7.48 aja cukup. Kita tunggu mereka ya. Oke, udah jam 7. Mantap. Belum ya? Sampai lusa 7 pagi. Emang iya? Coba. Oh, besoknya kali ya, coba. Ini kah? Coba kita tunggu lagi ya. Oke, sudah jam 7 pagi lagi ya. Oke.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Oh, di situ lagi ya, seperti biasa tempatnya ya. Atau si Dory. Masih biasa sembunyi di situ dia.
Here, over here. Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Ya ampun Dory, mata duitan banget sih sama Mora.
Anything at all? So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
Kami mau beli informasi tentang keberadaan kapsul pengetahuan sucinya.
Oh, I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap.
What? Tidak murah?
After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big trouble. But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it. Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Silakan buka harga.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The divine knowledge capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of...
Buset, Misery, pemimpin dari Al-Kamar. Jadi Al-Hamar sudah ambil duluan ya.
Scarlet King? Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the divine knowledge capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That divine knowledge capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Okay.
Thanks for the info, Dory. Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora for Dory opens doors.
Sepertinya si Dory ini mata duitnya sama Mora banget ya, 100% banget.
It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain al-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
Oke. Sampai jumpa, Dory.
Remember to bring a token of our friendship the next time we meet, okay? I like to think it's built on a firm foundation of solid, shining Mora.
Ya ampun. Kita lihat dulu ya, foto yang dia kasih itu apa ya, kayak gimana sih? Coba kita lihat dulu. Kita nggak bisa lihat coy, fotonya. Oke lah, kita sekarang kasih ke LTM ya. Sepertinya di bawah sini deh. Oke, sepertinya di situ ya. Nah, itu dia. Oke, kita ngomong ke dia.
We got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Ada di tangan Ain al-Ahmar.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar.
Benar kan Misery, pemimpin Ain al-Ahmar?
Appears to be the divine knowledge capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain al-Ahmar.
Oke, sorry ya.
But
Nggak
now,
lihat
it sort of
alarm.
makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. Defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the divine knowledge capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations.
Oke.
Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock.
Kita bertemu lagi di time-nya di jam 3 sore ya. Oke, setuju.
See you then.
Goodbye, Al-Time. Al-Haytham.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Tadi ya, tiba-tiba muncul sendiri ya.
Let's head to the pier in front of Faros.
Oh, ini kali ya. Depan Faros Lighthouse.
Let's go.
Itu kali ya ke sana. Oh, ke sana ya. Bukan ke sana, coy. Apa itu sebenarnya tempat itu ya? Nah, nggak ada jembatan lagi ya, ini doang sih jembatannya. Kita berenang aja sih, nggak usah ke atas. Iya, jangan ke atas, kita berenang aja. Berenang, lebih cepat. Kalau dari atas itu kelamaan takutnya. Karena ya stamina gue masih banyak sih, stamina gue tuh bisa lah. Oke lah. Oke, 1 meter lagi kita lari aja. Pelan-pelan saja, namanya dekat ya. Oh, itu kali ya, bisa jadi itu. Ini kah? Oke, ini ya tempatnya.
Al-Haytham.
Oh, itu
I
tarik.
knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually
Sama
show
gengnya
up.
coy.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine, your funeral.
Oke, kita akan lawan gengnya si Tarik ya. Ain al-Ahmar. Let's go.
Get 'em, boys.
Gua gak takut coy.
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck you two.
Dan Paimonnya takut. Ya, oke lah. Kita lawan mereka. Let's go.
That's close enough.
Shatter.
Oh, berani-berani ya kalian. Kalian cari ya. Apaan itu? Mereka ada pasti juga. Oke, nggak boleh kena. Makan nih. Ada lagi. Boom. Makan tuh, ayo. Sini lo tarik. Mampus. Sakit juga ya. Wah, apa ya tadi ya? Makan ini. Lagi, terus. Makan tuh dah. Satu lagi. Mantap. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy coy. Kacin lagi. Mantap kacin.
Academia scum.
Mantap coy.
Boss, finally.
Itu bosnya Mystery.
Did you use it? Great. Now we can.
What the? Ini kenapa tuh?
Boss?
Bosnya kenapa nih? Kenapa nih bosnya? Kuat banget dia.
What happened to him?
Oh no.
We have to cut his Akasha connection now.
Set, gila coy. Gila. Set. Pecah akashanya tuh. Mantap. Pecah juga akashanya coy. Oke. Kembali lagi normal.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Itu kapsul pengetahuan yang merah, coy. Dan dia ambil, coy. Gue sebenarnya ini si Al-Haytham ini baik atau jahat sih? Dia baik atau jahat sih? World. Forget me. Forgive me. Kenapa? Apa hubungannya itu? Pasti ada sesuatu deh.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him?
Iya kali. Ngomong soal itu habisnya memang ada bilang.
Oh yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
Iya bisa jadi.
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
World, forget me. Gue kan world, forgive me. World, forget me. Apa ya maksudnya? Emang itu yang aku dengar sebelumnya di Irminsul. Siapa yang bilang itu ya? Gue lupa.
Took him away, then that means the academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the academia, Do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yep, Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
Ayo kita kembali ke Sumeru, kota Sumeru City.
Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham.
Al-Haytham. Goodbye Al-Haytham, nanti kita bertemu lagi ya. Ya pasti ada lagi story quest. Oke, dan ini pasti pegang itu ya.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Ini sebenarnya ini jahat, baik atau jahat sih nih, si Altaim ini. Oke, dan chapter 3 bagian pertama sudah selesai. Dan dia langsung hilang si Altaimnya ya. Oke, menurut ini kita nanti saja ya di next episode kita yang bagian keduanya ya, nanti aja. Sebelum itu kita dapatkan achievement. Mantap ya, kita dapat achievement 10 doang ya. Oke. Dan kita mendapatkan hadiah-hadiah yang lain juga ya. Sekarang kita upgrade punya Tartaglia dulu ya, upgrade dulu kita. Nah, kita cuma dapat 4 doang. Oke, kita upgrade aja. Mantap. Sama weaponnya punya Fenty ya, Stringless-nya kita upgrade aja. Oke, segitu doang, sedikit ya. Mantap. Udah cukup ya. Dikit lagi tuh padahal. Oke lah. Sekarang lihat Primo Gems gue berapa? 4279. Mantap. Oke lah. Sekarang kita ngapain ya? Oke guys, gue pengen ke Station of the Seven dulu ya. Ke Station of the Seven. Setelah itu gue pengen keliling-keliling dulu deh. Iya, keliling-keliling dulu deh. Explore dulu deh menurut gue. Soalnya kita explore dulu ya semua tempat ini supaya tinggal buka aja. Kan nanti kita selesai conquest sama story questnya, kita akan ke world quest ya, farming time baby. Kalahkan treasure holder. Mana treasure holder di sini? Oke, ada ruin god di situ. Mana treasure holdernya? Oh, tuh di situ ya mereka. Lu ngapain di sini? Lu ngapain sini dah? Ada lagi nih. Apa tuh treasure dong? Sama apa tuh? Binatang apaan tuh? Mereka marah banget. Sakit banget tuh.
There is no escape.
Mampus apa lo? Sini lo. Dah. Mati mereka. Oke, kita nggak boleh lawan Ruin God dulu ya. Nanti saja ya Ruin God-nya. Soalnya dia lagi ada chestnya di sampingnya di depannya ya. Oke, kita kesini dulu dan kita heal dulu ya sebentar. Oke, kita pause dulu ya sebentar ya. Kita pause dulu ya.